Hello, good day. This is Travel Easy. Please click on the subscribe button so you will always know when a new video drops. Don't miss out. Subscribe to the channel and you're already one step closer to getting to your dream country. If you haven't watched the last video, make sure you do, after watching this video. I might have talked about how to get to your dream country in the last video. There will be links to the country's job portal in the video description, don't forget to check there, but watch the video first to understand better. Continuing from where we stop in our last video. The best countries to work abroad without stress are. Number 1. Brazil. Brazil is the largest country in South America, and with that has the most opportunities for expats. This beautiful country has a booming tourism industry. While Portuguese is the primary language in the country, there are many opportunities for English speakers within large cities like Rio de Janeiro. Since 1988, the Brazilian government has strengthened laws promoting a better work-life balance and fair compensation for long workweeks. Any time worked over 44 hours a week must be paid time and a half, and weekend and holiday work is paid double. However, what really stands out is the 41 days of vacation Brazilians get, leading to high job satisfaction ratings and a strong ranking on happiness indices. If you work in Brazil, get used to placing higher importance on a midday break for coffee and lunch than in places like the US and UK. While negative stereotypes exist about the safety of living in Brazil, those are mostly overblown. Like anywhere, there are areas to avoid and basic safety precautions you can take to stay safe. Overall, there are safe cities in Brazil that make great destinations for expats, tourists, and volunteers, but be aware of the risk of scams, which are common in Brazil. How to get a work visa in Brazil. There are multiple forms of work visas in Brazil, depending on your circumstances. The VITEM versus Visa Temporary Visa is the most common visa for expats working in Brazil. The Visto Permanente permanent work visa is for professionals and is usually acquired after working on a temporary work visa for 2 years. To acquire a temporary work visa, you will likely need either professional experience or a postgraduate level degree. Find the exact requirements and apply on the Consulate General of Brazil website. How to find work visa in Brazil. To find English-speaking jobs in Brazil, consider using job classified sites, like Glassdoor, that allow you to filter language preferences. Before searching the web, you can find recent job postings in Brazil on the Go Overseas Job Board. Brazilian expat community pages on social media sites are another great place to connect with fellow travelers and find jobs targeting international workers. Additionally, a trip down to Brazil to meet with local companies is always a great networking option. Number 2. Denmark. Denmark promotes a fantastic work-life balance, has strong social welfare resources, including professional childcare and public healthcare, and is one of Earth's safest and happiest countries. Combining this with the high standard of living and strong economy, and it's easy to see why Denmark is one of the best destinations to work abroad. The cost of living in Denmark is the highest on this list, however, average salaries are also high, and working in Denmark means you'll likely work fewer hours than most other countries as well. The country's location, nestled between Germany and Sweden, has allowed Denmark to be an important trade route throughout time, and those relationships still exist today. While Danish is the primary language, English is widely spoken, and there are many jobs available for English speakers, and certain degrees can be done entirely in English. Additionally, Danish work culture values teamwork and has a flat management structure, making it much different from what most expats are used to in their home country. This helps employees feel empowered and leads to high job satisfaction. Yet, Denmark is still ranked among the most productive countries in Europe according to the European Investment Bank Investment Report. While Denmark has many work visa schemes available, a popular option to gain international work experience is through a trainee visa. This is a great option for young adults to build their resume, make professional connections, and potentially find full-time employment. Working abroad is a great way to show prospective employers that you are highly adaptable, work well in a culturally diverse environment, and have great initiative. Completing short-term work or interning in Denmark is a perfect place to do so. How to get a work visa in Denmark. To work in Denmark, you will first need to apply for residence and acquire a work permit. There are multiple types of work permits depending on your individual circumstances, including a fast-track scheme for those with a current job offer from a company certified by SIRI, an employed PhD scheme for those offered a job as a PhD in a Denmark education institution, and a trainee scheme for those looking for short-term training experience. To find all of the work visa paths, learn the requirements, and apply, visit the Danish Agency for International Recruitment and Integration website. How to find work in Denmark. There are plenty of options for finding work as an English speaker in Denmark, from working as an au pair to teaching English. You can follow the latest job postings here on the Go Overseas job board. You can also filter for English-speaking jobs on the recruitment website Jobs in Copenhagen and find well over 1,000 current listings. Number 3. Botswana. While it may be a non-traditional location for expats looking for countries to work abroad, Botswana is a wonderful southern African country with a stable democracy and strong finance sector. Botswana is also one of the safest countries in Africa, and its location bordering South Africa provides prosperous opportunities for its thriving export industry. According to the World Bank, Botswana is also one of the fastest growing economies globally, making it a great place to build a career. That said, the COVID-19 pandemic has caused a reduction in demand for Botswana's exports, and the government has implemented an economic recovery and transformation plan. Hopefully, this will lead to a diversity of opportunities among different industries in Botswana and a need for skilled labor. English is one of the two official languages in Botswana, Tswana being the other, meaning the language barrier will be insignificant for most English speakers working in the country. Many international corporations operate and hire workers in Botswana, including Microsoft, Deloitte, World Bank Group, Heineken, Coca-Cola, Visa, and PwC, so opportunities are abundant. Botswana is not only a safe country but, according to the BTI Transformation Index, they are enthusiastic supporters of anti-corruption and conflict resolution efforts led by the African Union and United Nations. Botswana is an active participant on the international stage and has the longest-standing multi-party democracy in Africa. Expats in Botswana have the opportunity to support the country's efforts in continuing to grow the economy and build a higher quality of life for the Tswana people. How to get a work visa in Botswana. Botswana has a single type of work visa permit for expats interested in working in the country. The application process requires the support of an employer and for them to show they have first attempted to recruit a qualified Botswana citizen for the position first. Overall, the application process is known for its ambiguity, and the decision board makes a determination on the length of the visa when choosing whether or not to grant one. Unfortunately, this creates additional uncertainty. However, once granted a visa, expats can apply to renew it indefinitely through the same process. How to find work in Botswana. Since Botswana has laws requiring companies to first attempt to hire a Botswana citizen before expanding their search for qualified candidates globally, finding a job in Botswana can be more challenging than in the other countries on this list. That said, many multinational corporations operate in Botswana, and most expats working there do so through an intra-company transfer. In addition to intra-company transfers, expats can find opportunities in Botswana through the JobNet Africa Job Board, which you can find recent listings in Botswana and throughout Africa. Another option to spend time and immerse yourself in the local culture is to volunteer in Botswana. Number 4. Cambodia. The growing trend of digital nomads spreading across the globe has inspired some countries to attract these workers with friendly visa schemes and other benefits. Cambodia is home to a significant expat community and has recently caught the attention of remote workers looking for a low cost of living, beautiful culture, tropical weather, and world-class cuisine. From the vibrant capital of Phnom Penh to the laid-back city of Siem Reap, international workers can rent a room for just $300, $1,242,900 Cambodian riels, a month and will find co-working space nearby for as little as $5 per day, 20,715 Cambodian riels. With unreliable power and internet in many homes and apartments, finding a convenient place to work is recommended to keep you and your clients happy. If a co-working space isn't for you, hop into one of the hundreds of Wi-Fi cafes along the streets of Cambodia. You will likely find other expats with similar goals to you, and with the cost of living in Cambodia being as affordable as it is, you can maintain a great work-life balance. The quality of life and unintimidating business visa scheme has made Cambodia a digital nomad hub over the last few years. This means you will find an international community of remote workers to connect with and build your global network. The cost of living in Cambodia presents the opportunity for expats living there to build significant savings while still enjoying a high standard of living. That said, the average salary in Cambodia is much lower than other countries on the list, so keep that in mind if you plan on searching for a job locally. Aside from those striving to live the digital nomad lifestyle, Cambodia is also a fantastic destination to teach abroad. English teachers with TEFL certifications can expect to earn between $700 $1,000, $2,900,000 $104,143,000 Cambodian riels a month in Cambodia, which goes a long way considering the cost of living. How to get a work visa in Cambodia. Cambodia is one of the easiest countries to obtain a long-term working visa. A business visa initially costs $30, $124,290 Cambodian riels. However, extending the business visa from 30 days to a year will cost you an additional $300, $1,242,900 Cambodian riels. Even better, this long-term business visa can be renewed indefinitely. To learn more about acquiring a visa to work in Cambodia, visit Visic. How to find work in Cambodia. As a digital nomad, you don't need to be employed locally, although finding reliable location-independent work can take time. Traditional job classified sites like Indeed allow you to filter down to remote-only work. However, it is important that you clarify with the prospective employer that you plan to be overseas. Working Nomads provides available job listings with tags that show where the job can be performed. To improve your chances of finding location-independent work, find local expat career fairs and join industry Facebook groups to grow your professional network. If you plan to teach English as a foreign language TEFL, apply to private schools, as public schools rarely hire international workers in Cambodia. You will likely be required to have a certification to gain employment as an English teacher, so get certified before applying. Number 5. Canada. Canada is a progressive country with a solid list of mandatory employee benefits, including parental leave, 25 vacation days a year, and the highest minimum wage in North America. The average salary is high in Canada, and cost of living is quite reasonable, making it a great destination to work and build savings. Canada is also one of the safest countries on Earth, and has a thriving economy that is ranked 14th in size globally. Healthcare is the largest industry by employment in Canada, and the country has made monumental contributions in medical advances, including the discovery of insulin, the invention and world's first pacemaker, and the discovery of HAART therapy treatment as HIV prevention. The focus on work-life balance and happy employees in Canada expands beyond mandatory benefits, and many companies provide additional benefits to promote a healthy lifestyle. Discounted gym memberships, child healthcare, flexible schedules, and extended health benefits are all common forms of non-monetary compensations employers provide their workforce in Canada. Since Canada has many job opportunities spanning across various sections, especially in IT, research, healthcare, and energy, it's a great place to find short-term work, build a career, or for young adults to intern abroad. English is the primarily spoken language in most of Canada, so there will be no language barrier for English-speaking expats or interns. How to get a work visa in Canada. Whether you need a permit to work in Canada and how long it will last depends on your citizenship and other circumstances. Those with US or Mexican passports can legally work in Canada for up to 6 months without a work visa, however, they will need one if they plan on staying longer. There are 2 types of temporary work permits in Canada. The first is an open work permit which allows you to work for most employers in Canada. The other option is an employer-specific permit, which requires you have a contract in place with a specific employer. To determine if you need a work permit, what one you qualify for, and to apply, visit the Government of Canada Work in Canada webpage. How to find work in Canada. Before you begin your job search, review the informational page on the official Canadian government website for looking for jobs in Canada. This will provide you with great resources to assist your job hunt and ensure the job will be compliant to receive a work permit. Once you're ready to peruse classifieds, first hop over to the Go Overseas Job Board and review recent job postings. Joining Canadian expat groups on social media is another great way to network, find opportunities, and learn from those who have successfully found work in Canada. I hope this my short video helps you. Check the video description for further inquiries. Thanks for watching. Like the video and drop comment in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe and share.